Okay, so we're going to start facing forward, our little Pilates stance going on. Remember, only one fist fits between these feet, okay? Grab onto your band, hold it chest height, go slightly past your shoulders. Shoulders are connected to your back. Pull that navel in and up. Feel your thighs wrapping, and on an inhale, pull the band back. Exhale, return, but keep it tight. Now I'm seeing this, shoulders down. Inhale, expand the chest, squeeze your back muscles. Exhale, return. If you're holding your fingers and not making a fist, make sure those fingers are pointing straight so your wrists are straight. Try not to lean back. Nice and tall. 2 more. Use your breath. Inhale. Exhale. And 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Now press it through your thighs. Pull back, open the chest this way, and then return. And then we'll inhale, press back. Exhale, return. Inhale, press. Exhale, return. 2 more. Breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the lips. And 1 more. Inhaling and exhaling. I'm going to slide my hands now shoulder width apart. I'm going to come to the top edge of my mat. If you don't like the ends hanging down, you can bunch them up. And I want you now to be in parallel, side to side. All right, so I'm going to step back with my right foot into a lunge. My right elbow is going to pull back. I'm going to twist and follow that elbow. I'm going to return that hand back out, lower the band, step in. Other foot, raise the band chest height. Pull that left elbow back, follow it, press it back out, lower it down. And we'll pick up our pace. Right foot, arm up. Right elbow pulls, bring it back, stand up. Band comes back out to chest height. One arm is solid as a rock while the other one pulls through. Step in, lower the band. Inhale, exhale, inhale, to exhale, inhale, row, center. Now make sure when you're stepping back, your heel is raised. Don't have that foot turned sideways. Center and return. 1, 2, 3. Give me 1 more each side. Step back. Pull. You're more than welcome to stay into a squat position as well if lunges don't work for you. Down. Bless you. And then just pull it through 1 more time and opening that chest nice and long. Good. Nod that chin to your chest and start to peel down to the floor. Lift up your toes, put that band underneath it, and I'm going to slowly start to come up. Can you feel your belly, your glutes pulling you back up? That's tight. Nod that chin to your chest. Now peel the shoulders off, and as far as I'm going forward, my belly's going in deep. I'm rounding. I'm inside that tractor tire. Beautiful. Band gets loose at the bottom. As I start to come up, it's tighter. Make sure you're tucking your tail, squeezing your glutes, and of course, driving that navel in and up. Let's do that 1 more time. Nod that chin to your chest. Inhale. To exhale. As soon as I start to lift up, that core has got to be engaged. Bringing it up, bringing it up, bringing it up. Nicely done. I'm going to step out with just my left foot. I'm going to slide my hands further up, catch myself in a better balance position. So we don't want to start moving until we've got that balance. Okay. So you choose how tight you make this band. We're going to do some bicep curls. So palms are facing forward. I'm going to lunge down, curl, and return. I'll exhale, inhale. 3. My upper arm is glued to my side. 4. I'm balancing that dinner plate on top of my head. Here's 4. And 3. And 2. Now stay down here in little pulses. Up. Make sure your wrists are straight. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Reach your arms long, but turn your palms in. Let's do a row. Back and out. Drive it back. Squeeze the shoulders together. Bam. And exhale as you pull. 4. Good. And 3. and 2, and 1. Now shift that weight more forward and barely have any weight on your back foot. Good. Now thumbs are pointing in, palms facing behind you. I'm going to do this row as I lift that leg. Row. And it's a wide grip row. Lifting that leg as my elbows lift. 4. Good. Shh. Exhaling up. 2 more. Whoop. 1 more. And put that foot in the band and take the other foot out. Does anybody need a band that just came in? Do you need a band? Okay, other foot is back. Can you pass this up here? Do you need a band too? All right, hold that thought. You're going to have to untangle that, okay, kiddo? Untangle that while you're moving. Okay, here we go. Palms face forward, front knee over that ankle, and we'll bicep curl as we lower and return. That's exhale. Inhale. Take your time. Watch those wrists. They shouldn't be hanging. They should be nice and long, lengthening. And I go for 4. And exhale, 3. Good. And 2. Stay down. Little pulses. Nice and tall. 7, 6. Belly in. 5, 4, 3. Now stay where you are, but reach those arms long. Turn your palms in. Exhale, row. Exhale as you row. And 6. And 5. Here's 4. And 3. And 2. Now I'm going to push off that front foot. Lean more forward and just barely touch your toes to the floor. Thumbs turned in. Palms face behind you. Wide row as you lift that leg. We're only doing 7 more. Shh. Find that focal point on that floor. 6 and 5. Here's 4. Good. And 3 and 2 and 1. Now lunge back. Let go of that band. Start with your hands on your thighs. I'm going to take that leg back a little further. Just try to make sure that this knee is over your ankle to start. And I'm going to lunge a little bit more forward and take my hands on each side of that foot. Now keep your hands where they are and lengthen your front leg on an inhale. Exhale, lunge forward. Good. Inhale, tail up. Exhale, belly in. Inhale it up. Exhale it in. Lengthen, try not to move those hands. Lower those hips on that lunge. Eyes to navel. Lengthen long. Just 2 more. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. I'm going to lower that knee down and flatten the foot. Now the hand opposite as the foot that's in front. So if it's my left foot forward, my right hand stays on. I'm going to sweep this left arm up as I'm lunging forward. Thread the needle between the leg and the arm. And I sweep up. Inhale. Exhale, thread. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, thread. 2 hands on the floor. Press that back heel long and step in. Whoosh. Now the other leg comes back. And I'll start with my hands once again on my thighs. Knees off the mat. Yep. Now if you're able, lunge forward and 1 hand on each side of your foot. And we'll inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lunge. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Inhale, good. Exhale. Try not to move those hands. They're going to want to slide. Yep. So my back leg is always straight. It's my front leg that's straightening and bending. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. And 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Now I'm going to go back into a plank. You can go onto your knees to do a plank, or you can be in a full plank. So I take my foot back. I can either come down like this, and I'm already into my plank, or I can be here. Oh, the twist. Ah, you busted me. Okay, pike up your seat. Pike up your seat. Take that right. Yes, you were. Take that right foot back forward. Take that foot forward. Lower that knee. Opposite hand is foot. Lift up and then twist. Did you guys not want to tell me I forgot that? I feel like they forgot the twist. Like, wait, tell me what? Inhale. We did 3. I do remember that. Okay, put your hand back down. Now we'll step back. So if you want to be in that modified plank, you're already here. Did I forget anything else? Drive those heels back. Yes, instructors have to always think ahead, so sometimes we forget all the stuff we just did. Okay, so I'm going to lift up my right leg, and my left leg is going to stay straight as I pull my head back between my arms, and then put that foot down. Here you're on a plank. Now, if you're in a modified plank, you're going to lengthen that leg like this, and then come back in. So I'm on the other leg. Left leg is up. I inhale. Exhale back down to a plank. And I inhale right leg, press through your hands, exhale down. And lift it up. And the head goes right through a window that's in front of you. Inhale, lift. Exhale. One more. Inhale. To exhale. Hold here, squeeze the lemons in those armpits. Lower those knees, flatten your feet. Let's come all the way down. Lengthen your arms and legs and lift everything off that mat. Good. Bend the elbows, put your hands back down, bend your knees, hands under your armpits, press back up. If you want to go back to your full plank, you would do that now and drive your heels long. Okay? Squeeze lemons. Don't feel pressure in that lower back. That means you're sinking. Lower down triceps, working to come down. Lengthen everything out and lift off the mat, everything. Come back down, bend your knees, place your hands on the mat. Press up to a modified push-up position. Curl those toes back, and here I am in my plank. Yes. Before you know it, it's going to be you-know-what time. I won't say it. Bend those elbows, lower it down. It happens around Thanksgiving. Lengthen everything. Here we are. Yep. Now hold here. Take the arms out to a V. Take the legs out to a V. And then come back to center with everything staying lifted. Take it, arms and legs out. Bring them back in. I'm only going as wide as my mat, so you shouldn't be space challenged. And out, and in, and out, and in. 2 more, out, and in. 1 more. Woo! Bend your elbows, bend your knees, press up into that modified plank position. Now we're going to do 5 tricep push-ups. So my elbows are going to shave off my rib cage, and I lift back up. And again, inhale to exhale. I should have those elbows going right against that rib cage. 1 more. And then stretch it back. Nicely done. Stretch, 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 stretch. Didn't that feel good? Okay, so flip around. Take your feet where your hands just were. We're going to take that band. And I just have my hands holding onto that band on the outer edges of my mat. And my fingertips are faced away from center. And all I want to do is lift up and then come down. So I can't start this with my shoulders up to my ears. So I need you to roll those shoulders down, open your chest, my legs in a Pilates stance. Now think of when you do a bridge. Now you kind of tuck your tail. So you start to tuck, and you're going to press against your band, lifting it up, and then lowering it down. Now you can use this exercise with no band at all. Okay, here we go. And tuck, press through your band, and come back down. Make sure you're squeezing lemons in those armpits. You're scooping that belly in as you come up, and then come back down. I just want 2 more, please. Now I'm still looking straight ahead, and I lower back down. And 1 more. Inhaling. 2, exhale. Round forward. Grab onto whatever you can in front of you and pull that torso closer to your thighs. Nicely done. Okay, we're going to come onto our knees facing me. I'm going to have my band, and I'm going to again hold it slightly wider than my shoulders. Okay? So you're going to mirror me. I'm going to take this leg out, and my arms are going to come up. Now, if you don't like all these ends hanging down, you just bunch it up. Okay. On an inhale, shoulders should be down, hips are pressing forward. I'm going to stretch to my straight leg. That's an inhale. Exhale, hold. Nothing else should go with your body. I go to the left. Don't go too big. Inhale. I'm trying to go for that diagonal. Exhale. Can you feel your glutes firing to help hold you there? And of course, the abdominals. We breathe. It's a lovely stretch, like a mermaid almost. And exhale. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Now on this one, I'm going to change it. I'm going to come down. I'm going to reach this hand all the way to the floor. So I had to slide my other foot with me. So my arm is over my head. Now a shoulder issue, I'd rather you just get rid of the weight. Just get rid of the band. Let it go. Okay? I'm going to pull the band straight up as my leg comes up and slowly stretch over. You've got to have control or you're going to hurt your shoulder. So I'm moving slow. I'm making sure that I'm connecting that arm to my back. I'm going to inhale up, exhale down. Hold this here. I'm going to bend my knee, bend my arm. Press straight. Everything bends. So my elbow is still facing the ceiling and my knee is still facing out in front of me. While I'm balancing here, inhale, exhale. 2 more. How are we doing with this? We're doing right. Right. And stretch back over. And I want you to keep turning until you're with that hand on the floor. Slide the other hand out and step back into a plank. Hold. You can be modified, right? As long as your hips are low and you're modified, you still feel your core just like we do. Yeah. But if you're way back like this, you won't feel it. You won't feel it in those abdominals as much. And here's 8, and here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. I'll stretch back. I'll flip my palms up, but I still have my band. Yep. Okay, come to a high kneel, turn back and face center. Good morning. Okay. So make sure your booty's not sticking out. You want to feel like you're pressing your hips through a door frame in front of you. The opposite leg is going to come out. I'm going to bring those arms straight up. The arms are up, but I shouldn't be here with my shoulders, right? I should have my hip in line with my knee, so I shouldn't be pushed out like this. All right, can you feel that hamstring of the stabilizing leg? Okay, we're going to inhale, stretch to the straight leg. Exhale. So my obliques right now are holding me up there. Inhale, my hips don't go with me. Exhale, you got to feel those muscles pulling you back up, not your back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one to the straight leg. Inhale. Now this one, I'm going to inhale and I'm going to reach to the floor. You can let go of your band if you need to. So I'm feeling this side stretch. Now I'm going to try to connect my shoulder to my back. I'll lift straight up. I'll slowly stretch over my head. And again, if this doesn't feel good to your shoulder, don't do it. Just do the leg. If you'd rather lie on your side, that's okay. That's right, because your body's different every day. Just because you did something last week is not a guarantee you're doing it this week, including your instructor. Inhale, and that's okay. There's things I won't be able to do today. Okay, I'm going to hold this up. I'm going to bend my knee, bend my elbow, and press everything out. I'm going to inhale. My elbow is a hinge here. It's staying where it started. I'm not moving it. And I go for 3, and 2, and 1. I'm going to slowly stretch back over as that foot comes down. I'm going to rotate my torso to the mat. I'm going to let go of my band this time and go out to another plank. Squeeze into your armpits. Stay strong. Stay very, very strong. We're just doing a lot of planks today because they really make you strong and they really work a lot of body parts at one time. And we're only in here for 1 hour. So let me work you as hard as I can. Tuck your tail, pull that belly in, squeeze lemons in your armpits. Yeehaw. Good. Lower to your knees and we'll stretch back. Reach behind you and curl the fingertips to your wrists. Okay, so where my feet are, I'm going to turn my body. I'm going to grab onto my band. I got a lot of fun things planned for you guys today. I can't wait till we get to some of those sections. Take the band behind your feet. Just make sure I don't forget anything if I do something on one side. That's on you, just kidding. Okay, now we're gonna be doing teaser prep. If it's hard for you to come up, you walk your hands closer to your feet, okay? If you don't want to come all the way down, very fine, okay? Are you ready? Shoulders are down. And I'm not here, I'm slightly tilted back. Show me straight arms, straight arms. Everyone's got straight arms. Hold those lemons in your armpits. No one's like this, right? So I'm going to nod my chin to my chest. I'm going to scoop my belly, round my spine. I'm going to exhale. And you choose how far you go down to the floor. To come back up, I nod my chin to my chest. I find that lower back. I scoop that belly in deeper, and I lift up. Now, I always cue exhale down, inhale up. I had a conversation with a lot of people about this. If you want to reverse that breath, if you want to exhale on the way up, you do it, okay? All right, so you pick it. You're either going to inhale here or exhale. Remember, you can't inhale too long, then you're holding your breath. Nod that chin to your chest. Find that lower back. Eyes should be to your belly button. And then as you come up, they go up your thighs to the wall in front of you. That's where your eyeballs are going. Straighter arms back there. There you go. I'm watching. Take it down. Tuck, 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 tuck. Good. Nod that chin to your chest. Now, if you want to do single leg teaser prep, I'm going to take my left foot out. I'm going to lengthen my right foot. And you're going to notice that my thighs are touching and my knees are touching. They're going to stay like that. I'm not going to let this leg drop down. If you can't hold one leg like this, then you're not ready for even the 2 legs. Okay, 2 legs up, teaser 1. Okay, here we go. Melt the shoulders. I use my inner thighs to support the abdominals. I fire those inner thighs. Inhale as you come up. No momentum. Exhale as you come down, or you're going to do the reverse. You can exhale up, keep those legs wrapping, and then you'll come down. We're going to do one more. Nod that chin to your chest. Pull yourself up. That's switch. And you don't have to do one leg. You can keep 2 feet on the floor. Arms are straight. They're always going to be straight. Nod the chin to your chest. Tuck your tail. Inhale or exhale down and do the opposite as you come up. Remember, I cued where your eyes are focusing. Right now, they're to the toes, right? My eyes will go down my thigh, to my navel, and then to the ceiling. I retrace that. Eyes to navel. They'll go up the thighs. If you do this without momentum, you're getting a lot out of this for your core. Now, I'm also going to give you another option. Eyes to belly. Bring it up. Okay, so you're either going to go back to 2 feet on the floor, okay, or 2 feet off the floor. You can start with tabletop legs. If you want to do advanced, teaser 1, legs are straight. I'll show you both. So I'll modify here with my feet off the floor. Arms are straight, and I'm going to melt down. And then I'll bring my eyes to my belly, and I'll bring myself up. Okay? Another option, you can come down with the tabletop legs, but as I'm coming up, I'm going to push my legs into my band. Or you keep these legs resting on an imaginary couch, and then you keep coming up and down. But don't be bending your arms. That's cheating. Teasers, the arm should be straight. Nod that chin to your chest. Lift it up. Lower it down. Can we do one more? Are your shoulders connected to your back? Chin to chest. Eyes go up your thighs to those toes. Now stay right here. Stay right here. Lower your legs and pull your elbows back as your chest lifts up. We're going to flex those feet and point those toes. Sit taller. You're sitting on thumbtacks. Crease at your hips and flex and point. Make sure in between exercises, when we're transitioning, don't rush, so I have time to cue you on how to feel what and where. Flex and point, and flex and point. We go for 3 and point, and 2 and point, and 1. Straighten the arms. Okay, so the leg that's furthest away from me, keep that in your band. Take the other leg out. So since we're all facing the same way, it would be you're taking out your, I'm not even going to say it. Okay? You're going to turn and face me. Your top leg should have the band. I'm like, I'm not even going to try and figure out left and right. So all I want you to do, so let's just think about this. Your head's going to be on this side of your mat, and your top leg is going to have your band. Now I think your instructor needs help sometimes. Left, right, front, back. I don't know where I'm going. Okay, line yourself up with the back of your mat. I've got 2 hands, or 2 ends in 1 hand. Stay with it, Judy. Lie down. Yeah, I talk to myself, stay with it. All right, you can prop your head up. You still with me, kiddo? Are you awake? Okay. Did you have your coffee? And then lay on the arm if you need it. Okay, so I'm going to sweep my legs to the front of my mat. This is an important cue right here. Make sure that your hips are stacked as well as your shoulders. You choose how tight to make this band. And I want you to have that top shoulder, which is most of you, your left shoulder. I want it down so you can feel that lemon in that armpit, okay? I like to hold my knuckles to the mat, and that way I know I'm staying grounded. But if you'd rather have your hands off the mat and your fist towards your navel, that's fine. I'm going to pry my top leg open, and I'm reaching it as long as I can. I'm going to swing forward. The band's going to get loose. Give a push. Now the band will get tighter as I go back and then give a push. I'm going to go forward, forward, back, back. I exhale coming forward. I inhale going back. And exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Shh, shh. Back it up. One more. Don't be afraid to test the waters. How far can you go? Stack your legs. Your top kneecap goes to the ceiling. I'm going to push my bottom leg down, light as a feather, lift this leg up, and now I work, and my belly scoops. Inhale up. Now lengthen, lengthen. And as I'm exhaling, my bottom rib cage that's on my mat is trying to pull almost more away from my mat. Shh. Get heel on top of heel. 2 more. Lift up. Reach. You're choosing the resistance of that band. And 1 more. Lift it up. And then lower it down. Now, hover your top foot over your bottom foot, and both sets of toes are pointed towards me. They're flexed, okay? Now, I want you to think of getting longer and longer with each circle forward. I'm going to circle around. I'm staying over top of my bottom foot, and I want you to feel your belly working so hard. And 4, and 3, and 2. Reverse. 8, 7, 6. The belly does not get a break on this. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now I want you to tap your toes towards the top of the mat and then behind you. Top and behind and front and back. Can you feel your glutes and outer thigh, outer hip? Oh, yes. And my bottom leg is still active. And 2, and 2, and 1, and 1, and stack. Pilates V. Lift both feet up, both legs up, and give me little heel beats. Squeeze your bum, pull your belly in, hold that lemon in that top shoulder. And I go for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and release. Shake that band off. Take your top knee, slide it in, and put this foot on the mat. If that is like, it doesn't feel good to my hip, you're going to go behind and you'll come more on your side or towards your back, okay? Grab behind that ankle. Hips are still stacked. Shoulders are relaxed. Hover your bottom foot off the mat. For 3 counts, we're going to go up the stairs. 1, up the next one, up the next one, and up, 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 and down. Belly, inner thighs, glute. 1, 2, make sure you're not leaning back on me if your leg is crossed in front. 2, 3, try to get as high as you can. And if your arm is getting tired, lay all the way down. I want you to hold this one up. And we're going to circle really big towards me. We're going to go front to back, hold. Round to come up. Round to come up. Now let's reverse the direction. Go behind and 1. Use this space. You got a lot of space to move this leg. Now hold it here, point your toes, and pulse it for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feel that inner thigh working, please. Now hold it up. Can you go an inch higher? Can you flex your foot? And now lift. 8, 7. That belly is still pulling in and up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stack the legs. Bend your knees. Use your free hand to bring yourself up. Other side. Oh boy, stay with me. Stay with me. It's one of those days, right? Okay. So now your head's on the opposite side of your mat. We got a lot to do yet. We haven't touched our weights. We might not have time for our weights. All right, I better think of a better transition next time. I lost them for a little bit. Okay, let me really get back in. You're at the back of your mat. Okay. You can prop your head up. You can lie on that arm. Slide your feet to the top edge of your mat. Make sure the hips are stacked. Shoulder on the top. Down. Pry your top leg open just as high as your hip. Both sets of toes flex towards me. And here we go. Kick, give a push. And kick, give a push. And exhale, exhale. You can see your leg as it swings forward. Make sure it's parallel. It shouldn't be dropping down or lifting too high. Right out in line with your hip. Remember, your belly is firing the leg forward and the glutes are pressing the leg behind. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale. Boom, boom. You got a big kick and then a little. It's big and then push and big and push. One more. Opposite leg is pushing down. Stack your legs. Top kneecap goes to the ceiling. Now push your bottom leg down. Lift this leg up. And now reach, reach, reach. Inhale up. Now exhale, lengthen, squeeze your seat, inner thighs. A lot of things are working here. I can't even cue them fast enough to tell you everything you're supposed to be working. Lengthen, get your heel on top of your heel. So you're lengthening that leg as far as you can. One more. Good. Now both sets of toes flexed forward. Once again, lift your top leg hip height. We're going to circle over that bottom foot. 2. Only going as high as your hip. Can you feel your belly stirring wet cement with this leg? And 2. Reverse. 8, 7, 6. Watch that top shoulder. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to tap towards the front, up, and back. It's like a little rainbow. You're going to feel the glutes, the outer thigh, outer hip, but of course, your belly is leading this. And 3, and 2, and 1, and stack your legs. Pilates V. Lift these legs up. Heel beats. They're quick. And the glutes are not releasing. The inner thighs don't release. The belly doesn't release. Tap, 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 tap. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it off. Bend that top knee in and then take that foot to the floor. And I grab behind my ankle. See if that foot can be flat. You're still on your side. Hover your top foot, your bottom foot, that straight leg. And we're going to go up, up, up. Hover the mat. The higher my leg goes up, the deeper my belly scoops. It's scooping in a little deeper, in a little deeper. My inner thigh is working a little harder, a little harder. Shoulders are down. Bottom rib cage is staying light. Does anybody need a different modification than I've already given you? Are we okay? Let's hold this one up. Point your toes. Pulse it. Your belly has to be going in, in, in. There's no time for it to really release. 4, 3. Now hold it up there. Flex your toes. And pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stack your legs. Bend your knees in. Use your free hand to sit up. Flip around again. And we've got that band for bridges. Okay, I'm losing them again. Okay, have your weights close by. We'll eventually get to these weights today, I promise. Okay, so we're going to lie down. We're going to lie down for bridges. And I'm going to start with my hands in a nice grip, holding on to this band. And I want my hands to go to the edges of my mat. And I want you to feel like your pinkies are on the mat, okay? So if I'm making a fist, my palms are turned in, and my arms are long, and I'm pressing into the floor. My legs are hands width apart. Trial and error, if this is too tight, if you have too much resistance on your band, you can loosen it up. So I'm going to tuck my pelvis, I'm going to peel up, pressing through the band, and then I'm going to return home. I'm going to warn you that if you do not squeeze your glutes enough and press through the back of your body, those hamstrings may talk to you and then bring it back down. Let's play with the breath. Let's inhale on the way up. Exhale on the way down. Do not let your shoulders creep up to those ears. Squeeze lemons in those armpits. Inhale up. Exhale down. Just 2 more, please. Inhale, tuck, curl, lift. Exhale, come down. You're articulating in both directions. Inhale, tuck. Exhale, come back home. Now bring the band up over your chest. Shoulders are down. Now I'm not going to articulate. I'm going to lift everything up at one time, and that's going to be my exhale. Now as I lift up, I'll drive my band to my thighs, and then everything returns to bring the band back up over your chest. I inhale, push, or inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. And lift. And I'm pushing that band through my thighs. Are you? I'm making sure I'm staying out of my neck. My shoulders are lengthening, squeezing lemons in the armpits. 2 more, please. Exhaling up, inhaling down. Exhale, stay up. Bring the band straight up. Tabletop your right leg if able. If not, keep 2 feet on the floor. Zip this leg straight up. Now just the leg is going to go down towards the floor and up. And up. See the rhythm? And 2, and 1. Lower that leg to the mat. Slide your heel in. See how I say it? Go slow so I can cue you. Fix your bridge. So all the weight's going to go to the right side, tabletop the left. You're more than welcome to do this with your legs staying bent. I'm going to take mine up into a Pilates V. I'm going to inhale, exhale, and make sure that inner thigh is working on your standing leg. And 2, lower your heel to the mat, slide it in, fix your bridge. Reach the arms behind you, give me an inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to slowly melt down. Good. Straighten your legs into a Pilates stance. Arms come up, and then pull yourself back up. How'd that go? It went? Okay. Okay, so we're going to do a twist. So let's take our band and put it down for a little bit. I'm going to go to my weights, or you could just use your hands, okay? Are we all right? Oh my, time is flying. I started class today on time. Yes, good day. All right, now remember, I always tell you, if you can't sit up tall with your legs straight, to bend them, you can sit even cross-legged. But I can't have you like this, I can't have you like this. I really need you to be as tall as you can get. Now think of lengthening just a little taller. Good. So we're going to inhale center. On the exhale, twist towards me. 1, further, 2. Inhale. Exhale. 1, little further, 2. Inhale. The feet can't move. The hips can't move. The knees can't move. And I'm spiraling taller. Even taller. Some of us still need to come more forward. If it's not feeling like it's work to sit tall, you're not sitting tall. Shh, shh. Build up, inhale. Exhale. Shh, shh. Inhale. Shh, shh. Stay right here and take your elbows and point them down. I'm going to separate my hands. I want you to hinge back from me. That means everything is going with me nice and long. Reach those arms long. Tuck your tail. And you can choose just to go back an inch. I'll go back all the way. Good. I'm going to nod my chin to my chest. It's almost like you're going to do a roll-up. You're going to come back up. Shoulders over hips. Stack and curl the arms back to your 90 degrees. Okay? Sit taller. We're going to hinge. It's a flat back. Squeeze your thighs. It helps. Lengthen the arms. Round back. Shoulders are connected to your back. Arms up. As the weights come forward, I nod my chin to my chest. It's like those weights are pulling me up. When my shoulders are over my hips, see how I'm staying rounded? I stack and come here. Now, connect the shoulders to your back. Lengthen the arms. And curl. Take your time. Try to have your neck also in line with your spine. I'm looking straight ahead. I'm making sure my shoulders are down. They're connected to my rib cage. And 3, 2, 1. And palms come up. And I'm going to sit cross-legged. Sit nice and tall. I'm going to serve drinks. And then refill my tray. As my arms are going out, feel your navel going in and use your breath. I inhale, I exhale. I inhale, I exhale. Hold it out here. Inhale. Exhale. Serve your drinks to friends to your side. Bring it back to center. Refill. Amen. And bring it down. Out. Open. Return. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Stay. Sweep them up. And do it again. Sweep them up. Inhale. Exhale. You always want to be firing those armpit muscles. 4, 3, 2. Hold them up. Turn the palms to face forward and glue those weights together like you're holding a pole. Shift a little bit more forward. I'm going to do a tiny side stretch to the diagonal left, back to center. I'm going to lift up taller, a small diagonal right, back to center. Hold on to that pole. Inhale as I side stretch, exhale. This side stretch is an inch, no more. And I'm anchoring the opposite seat and hip that I'm going away from. Inhale, exhale, one more. Inhale, exhale, and slowly lower those arms. Okay, I'll be nice. I'll give you a little stretch. Take your left arm across. The other hand's going to pull it towards you. Switch. Pull it through. You got it. Okay, so I'm going to throw something into the mat order that's on the reformer. And I'm going to do a little bit of my rowing series, and then we'll go back to our band, okay? I love the rowing series. So we're going to take these legs out. I'm going to start by pouring coffee with my weights. So what's on top? Your pinkies, yes? All right, we're going to C-curve back. Exhale, not all the way, just about here. Open those arms up. My thumbs are down. Palms are going to catch raindrops as your head comes forward. Push the back of those legs down. Scoop your belly deeper. Now lift those arms as high as you can, and then dump out the water out of those palms. Circle around. Can you go past your toes? Pour coffee. Bend your elbows. Stack your spine. Bring the weights to the top of your rib cage. Inhale. Exhale. Now, if you squeeze your inner thighs, you'll feel a lot better in your back and more support to your abdominals. Open up to your V. My thumbs are down. Now, keep coming behind you as your head comes forward. Now, lift up as high as you can go. Circle around. Pour the coffee. Stack up, up, up. Now, let's change to rowing number 2. Palms face you, and I'm in this 90-degree angle. You know what a hinge is. We already rehearsed that. So we're going to hinge back on an inhale. Pause. As I come up, flip your palms forward and press up. See how I'm way forward of my hips? Lower the arms until your knuckles touch behind you. Lift up again. Here we are again. Circled around 90 degrees. Up, 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 up. Hinge. Lock those legs together. Flip the palms. Exhale. Up, up, up. Now come down. Push through the water. Knuckles touch behind you. Lift up. Circle it around. Bring it on up. Now, elbows come down and turn the palms to face forward. Point your Pilates stance and slightly lean forward. Belly in and up. Press up. Now lower all the way down in front of you. Bring it back up. Circle if you have space. And then bend your elbows and start all over. Remember, I'm leaning into the wind. Lift the ribs. Now keep the ribs lifted as you lower those arms. This is work. Lift up. Circle it around. Let's do one more. Press up. Inhale. Exhale. You squeezing lemons in your armpits? Lift up from your belly. And we'll stop with the rowing series there. There's more to it. We got more to do. Okay, let's go back onto our band. Yay. Okay, so you're going to put the band behind the right foot. You're going to love this. This is my treat to you today. We better not run out of time. If not, class is running over. So I've got the band behind my right foot. I got both ends in my right hand. Okay? Anytime I say eyes to belly, you can keep your head on the mat. Okay? So I'm going to bend my knees. I'm going to come down, and I'm going to take this right elbow, my right knee's bent, and I'm going to keep this right elbow on the floor. Bring the other knee in as well. Now, if you're going to be taking your head off the mat, I want you to put your hand behind your head. And if you're not going to lift your head, you can keep your hand right next to your rib cage. Arm is long, okay? Inhale, nothing. Exhale, nod the chin to your chest. I'm going to push my right leg out. As I come in, my left leg goes out. So we're going to go into our ab series. Yes. Shoulders are down. They're deep. They're connected, right? Eyes to navel. Shoulder blades are off the mat. Out and in. Out and in. Out and in. Bring both knees in. Connect. I'm in parallel. Press out, Pilates V. 2, 3, back in parallel. Wrap your thighs. I'm turned out. Now I come to parallel. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale. Inhale, 2, 3. Bring your right leg straight up, left leg out. Scissor. So I only have this same leg in the band through the whole series. Watch your neck. I inhale that leg down. I exhale as it comes up. I take my time. Both legs are straight. And 2. Both legs together, Pilates V, head up or head down, double straight leg, lower lift. 1, 2, 3, zip it up. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Lower, 2, 3, and lift. 2 more. Watch the lower back and neck. Now on the exhale, bend that knee in. Okay, so I'm going to go back to right leg pushes out, left leg comes in. As the right leg comes back in, rotate to that side. As I push that leg back out, I hold center. I rotate again to that side, opposite shoulder to knee. I exhale. I want your back heavy. It is not going to peel off that mat when you twist. Shh. And 2. And 1. Hug it in. Take your feet down, let your knees fall out. I'm going to look to one side of my mat. And I'm going to look to the other side of my mat. Good. Legs up, an end in each hand. Put your left foot in. Take the right foot out. We're doing it all over again with the left leg in the band. So in case you didn't notice, you're doing the ab series twice. That's my gift to you today. Take your elbow down to the floor, bend both knees in. If you're keeping your head down, just reach your arm long to your side. Pay attention, you don't feel strained to your back. If you're lifting up your head, take the hand behind your head, elbow wide. Inhale, nothing. Exhale, nod the chin to your chest. Push the left leg out, and as it comes in, the left leg comes out. Or the right leg, I should say. Inhale, 2, exhale. Only having one leg pushing into something will create imbalance. And your pelvis is going to want to shift all around. This is more challenging. If your head is lifted, you've got to look into your belly button and get those shoulders off the mat. I inhale for a set. I exhale one more time. Inhale, elbow wide, please. Bring both knees in. They're in parallel. Press out Pilates V. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale. Inhale, hold, 2, 3, exhale. Wrap to a Pilates V, come back to parallel. Belly goes in deeper as you press out and you squeeze your seat. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale. Last one. Inhale, 2, 3. Bring your left leg straight up. Right leg goes out. We do scissors. Inhales, it lowers. Exhales, it comes up, the band leg. Both legs are straight, please. Freeze, bring both legs together, double straight leg, lower lift. Inhale, 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 exhale. 4 more. If your neck needs a break, put it down. 3 more because you've had it up quite a while. 2 more. Lower, lower, lower. Lift. Keep your back heavy. On the exhale, bring your left knee in. Okay, so we're going to switch the legs, push it out. Now when it comes back in, the opposite shoulder comes across. Inhale out, exhale. Your elbow should not hug your head. Keep your elbow out there, out there. So don't sweep the elbow. Think of sweeping the shoulder. And 2, and 1, and release. Take both feet into the band. Let's bring the feet down. And let the band be to the outside of your thighs and let your knees just fall into that band. Relax the neck. You can just side to side. You can look side to side to release that neck. Draw those knees back in. Take the band off your feet. I'm going to double up my band and hold it shoulder width apart. I'm going to nod my chin to my chest. Reach the band for my thighs. I'm going to reach it behind me. Make sure your rib cage stays heavy. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale to bring it down. Exhale. Inhale. Slide your feet a little further. Exhale. Inhale. Slide your feet a little further. Straighten your legs, do a Pilates stance. Now, inhale. Now come up into your roll up. Exhale. That wasn't very nice of me to do, but that's okay. That's all right. Inhale. Roll it back. You don't have to go all the way. You don't have to go all the way. I lend them behind me. Keep the ribs heavy. Nod the chin to your chest. Inhale. Press it back. Those legs down as you exhale. Inhale. Keep going. Tuck your tail. Exhale. We've got 1 more to go. Inhale. No momentum. No momentum. The alarm will go off. Exhale. My alarm. Now bring those arms parallel to the floor. Stack your spine. Soften your knees. Legs 1 fist width apart. Bring it halfway back. Hold it right here. I'm going to bring my arms up. Bring them back to my thighs. Bring them up. Back to my thighs. You've just about made it. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. I'm going to have you roll back and hug your knees into your chest. I'm going to just rock side to side. Lovely. It's a lovely day today. Make sure you're not feeling strain anywhere. I'm going to put my band down. I'm going to take the butterfly pose in a lying down position. So I turn my feet to touch each other. Right palms of your feet touch. Grab onto the ankles. My elbows are going to try and push my knees out. I'm releasing those hip flexors. Feeling a little stretch in my glutes. Yes, feels good, does it not? Feet down, arms out like a T. Float your knees to one side of your mat. Keep your shoulders heavy. Bring it back to the center and let your knees float to the other side of your mat. Keep the shoulders heavy. Bring it back in. I'm going to rock myself up. Sit cross-legged. I'm going to do 1 big inhale and exhale, okay? So I'm going to sweep my arms up on an inhale. And on that exhale, I'm going to grow taller as those arms come down to the mat. And you have finally made it. Woo! Nice job today. That was fun.